G'day, it's Joshua. In my last video, you may have noticed a demonstration I gave about how difficult it can be to pick up a kayak full of water.
What a bloody goose.
Adventure on the water is already tricky without an unwanted swim in the drink. So this weekend, we're gonna have a squiz at the kayak, smash out any repairs or maintenance that's needed so the kayak's ready to be slid up onto the ute. Let's get the gear ready to go adventuring.
You grab the drill, you get the drill bits, peg sockets with a wrench, flat out screwdrivers, caulking gun.
Oh, let's have a look at these bungs. That's probably part of the problem. That bung has a breather hole. It looks like on this one. Breather hole, it's full of dirt. That's why we weren't getting water in this one. The O-ring has failed. So we'll need to replace the O-ring. Be an idea to put some silicone in that breather hole. And then this when we go to the hardware store. And what about these? Having a look. That's right to the surface. That one, you can see, that's not to the surface. So I reckon water might be getting in through there. What we're gonna have to do for this one is drill these rivets out, reseat this fishing rod holder, maybe put a bit of silicone all the way around it. Hey, what I'll do is sand, place these rivets. I'm gonna put some silicone in the rivets. If you understand how rivets work, the stem pulls through completely and you get that hole. That's where the water will be coming in, along with this bung. And with all the weight that we were carrying on the back of these kayaks, it must have been sitting below the waterline. At the back anyway. See if I've got any in the right size, similar size. Just be mindful not to crack the plastic. This has probably had a bit of a hard life out in the sun a bit. Sometimes just like dealing with some people that you might want to. Bit of pressure on the edges, bit of compliance from the rivet. And there we have it. Some good choices are made. The job gets done and you learn who can be relied upon. At least. Oh, I reckon that rivet might be about the same gauge as that. That's a really long rivet. That'll be a lot of muscle power to pull that through. I have the same size and something else. I think I might have a crack at that. Now we do preferably want to use stainless steel or aluminium. These ones, the aluminium with plated steel. Steel won't be too happy with salt water, and what you're aiming for is the least amount of corrosion as possible in anything you do. Oh, these countersunk ones might actually be better. We'll have more rivet classes with Joshua here. We've got a dome head, and then you've got the countersunk head. Dome head sits on the top and has a dome, while the countersunk will actually sit within the surface. Much neater. But I'm just gonna have a look to see if I've got a bigger size rivet. This one might actually be what I'm after. I think it's the same size. Anywho, this, my good adventuring friends, is a pack of stainless steel. So that's a stainless steel rivet and a stainless steel stem. So if the stem gets broken off while you're pulling the rivet through, the stainless steel is not going to corrode if I use this kayak, which I fully intend on doing, in salt water environments. Oh yeah, we've got a winner so far. So we now got a rivet. We'll get our rivet gun. Just need to change the head over. Or maybe we won't be. How about that? I've never had to use this size before. Must have bought them by mistake. I'm gonna have to get a rivet gun that can fit this. Stand by. I think that works very well. Oh yes, save the best till last.
days later.
Alright, it's been a couple of days, the silicon's cured. Then we're going to hit the fishing rod holders with the hose. We're going to see if any water comes, and then we're just going to, if I can manage to pick up the kayak, stand it in this tub of water, and we'll see just how that bottom bung with the new O-ring performs. Give it a test because it's obviously a much more comfortable place to test whether you're going to go for a swim in the tree on the driveway than it is out on the water. Let's get into it. Amateur. Bent the hose too far back. On in the safe spot. Water came out. Oh, it's much lighter. No, we're not going to put it in there without the bottle. Good boater, kayaker, always takes their bottle. But there will be one time that you'll forget to take the bottle. So that's completely immersed, so you don't need to leave it in there for long. Put it in that way. Moment of truth. There's the bung, and we've got a new O-ring around it. Let's get into it. Look at that, no leaking bung hole. I'll just give you a quick overrun of the kayak. We centered this, put a new O-ring on the bung hole. We filled the hole up with silicone. We cut off the bungee cord that was here. I've ordered some replacement bungee cord. We drilled this fishing rod holder out, silicone underneath it, and then we put both the gasket, which includes this cover, and the fishing rod holder, and we've riveted that in. We also have to replace this bungee cord. I've installed these. These are a connection post that we'll be able to put a fishing rod holder on. Boom, so got that installed. Next time we take it out, we'll do another overnight camp with it somewhere else and give it a test. If we've got a lot of weight on the back of the kayak that we're not going to get water in, and that gives me a lot of comfort. It's really not hard to have an adventure. These kayaks are really inexpensive. This one's not a big kayak. Made a few gear adjustments, but for now, the kayak's repaired and look forward to getting into it.